Hey there, David Teal back in the Popwood shop for another trick. Well, dovetail cutting, that's a whole subject in its own right, but one of the things that we've run into, and I've run into, is comfort when you're cutting those dovetails. When you're cutting dovetails, you end up with a fret saw trying to come down and drop in and clean out those pieces. Now, that's all fine and good unless you're working on a small piece like this and your eyes are getting a little older and you're trying to see down in here and all of a sudden I'm bent over double. This is not comfortable anymore. Now, while this size piece in the vise may be an exaggeration, when you're doing test pieces, they're pretty short most of the time. So bending over like this, no fun. So how do we make this a convenient situation without having to break your back? Well, you can get a taller bench. You can sit down and cut your dovetails, which isn't a terrible thing, but there's also another way, and that's simply by making your bench taller with an extra piece. I've got a 3/4 inch thick piece of scrap. It's not even good wood necessarily, it's MDF. Lock it into your vise, and now we can bring our piece up to here and clamp it into place at a decent height to work with. Now, clamping. You can use F-style clamps, but if you put just one on there, it's going to do a little bit of this because it's a central point. Not always the best. If you want to put two of them on there, you need to use a little more depth, and if you've got a short piece, it doesn't work. So I want to recommend hand screws as an option because a hand screw will go all the way across this piece, tighten up nicely, and give you positive traction all the way across the width of that board. Tighten it down just right, and then you're standing up straight, going to work to clean out the tails, and a little vibration, but the thicker board, the better board, you're in good shape, and you're gonna save your back. So a simple little addition to your bench makes all the difference in the world, and that's a good trick from the shop.